Hey guys, here's an update on the Dunebuggy. Standing on its front right now, as you can see the steering wheels there. I built a floor pan. Well, more like a brace for the floor pan. See this thing? I probably can get out right now. I didn't weld it in yet. But you can see that just fits in there. And built that. It looks really interesting as a mount, but as you can see, I'm using this piece of sheet metal I cut out of a washing machine back. It's pretty thin metal, so that's why it's like really small spaces between each thing. Like, it's gonna be at the front where your feet rest, on where the foot pedals, like your heels will rest, push the foot pedals and everything, and gas and clutch and everything. But so I'm gonna be putting that in there, and then the reason why it's this shape, how it has these two things, is because the piece of steel, the sheet metal, is gonna be welded from here to the other side, as you can see, and well, my steering stuff is there, so it's gonna be like cut out like this and then down, so it doesn't get in the way. And it's kind of cool that way how it's separated, so you can put your foot pedals there and your feet won't be flying around. I'll probably put a guard like on each side, like a little piece of, like a rectangle out of the tubing on each side, so keep your feet in there, because if you're going down hills and stuff, and up hills and jumps and stuff, you don't want your feet coming off those pedals, especially the brakes or that one. And what else I'm doing with this is steering. As you can see, it's different. I'm putting it down right now. As you can see, whatever was part of the roll cage got cut off, because I got like most of the roll cage done, and I put my seat in and realized my head was like 2 inches from the top. I'm gonna put a seatbelt in, but even if there was a seatbelt, my head would be out if I flipped, and it'd jack up my neck and everything. And that's mostly because I was also putting on a milk crate, but then when I laid the seat on the ground where it'd be bolted to the bottom, like those two pieces of pipe, well, it wasn't those two pieces, it was above that, but in front of it, but yeah, my feet were all scrunched up. And the reason why I'm building this is because I had a go-kart, and my go-kart, my legs were like up to my knees were up to my chest, basically. It was that small, and the reason why I'm building this, well, more for fun, but I want it, if I'm building it and I can make anything I want out of it, I'm gonna make it the right way. So that's what I'm doing there. And but the seat's probably gonna go over here, and so your legs can stretch out, and then right in this empty space where there won't be sheet metal, it's gonna be like kind of latticey, like rectangles, so your foot can't fall through if you bounce down or whatever. But I might add sheet at the end, because you don't want sand from the water flying up there. But we'll see how that goes. That'll probably be one of the last things before painting and everything. But I got a new idea for steering. Since it's gonna be far back, she's gonna be back there, you don't want to hunch over to reach to get the steering wheel. So I'm buying a U-joint. If you don't know what that is, it's kind of, look it up, and it's like these two pieces that you can bend either way, which I'm gonna bend it from, it's gonna go from here to straight, and I want to cut the steering wheel off, so then steering wheel can be about back here, if you can see that. Sorry guys, but so it'll look like a sand rail more than a Dunebuggy. Well, Dunebuggy and sand rail is pretty close, but sand rails have a kind of different look to them. It's gonna be a small sand rail. These usual sand rails are like Volkswagen and everything, but it's just 12 horsepower. But gonna make it cool. And that's gonna be put on. And see how I have this rigid steering, how it has no shocks? I changed my mind, and I've been really wanting to make this thing as good as I can have the capabilities to. So, back shock for the back, since it has a transmission, so the whole back is like rigid, so it's gonna just have one shock and it'll pivot like up and down. Like the wheels will be here, and then when you hit it'll compress. But it's gonna only have that one shock in the center. And in the front, I'm gonna make A-arms. You can see I bought brand new steel, so I'm gonna make the A-arms out of that. That's what I made this out of. I love working with new steel. You just gotta wipe the grease off and or oil, whatever they put on it, and start welding. And it's perfectly buttered. The weld melts like butter. But you can see right there, 24 feet of 1-inch 16 gauge steel tubing. And here's maybe like 10 feet, maybe a little more. But I bought 48 feet at $38. So I felt like that was a pretty good deal. If it's not, then as long as I feel like it is, that's all that matters. But so yeah, steering's gonna be put back, foot pedals and suspension in the front. And it's only February 3rd, so I'm gonna be using this thing during the summer, so I want it to be done as soon as possible, but I'm not even really in any rush, so. But I cut the engine mount out of the old lawn tractor. As you can see, that's that there. It's pretty good thickness of metal. It's like 1/8 inch or 1/4 inch thick. Maybe not 1/4 inch, 1/8 inch actually. But it's really good thick metal. But kind of rambling on right now. But I'm gonna put sand tires, if I already mentioned that, on those. I found a good website for those. And that's pretty much for now. Oh yeah, one more thing. The roll cage is gonna start like down here and like just be like up and like that. Like it's gonna end probably like somewhere here. So it's just like my torso and head that's gonna be in it. And then I'm probably gonna build like a, from the end of the roll cage, like a thing like, oops, sorry, like it goes from the roll cage like that to protect the center rod that I'm gonna weld on, and then put the universal joint. But yeah, thanks for watching, and thanks for if you're subscribed, thank you. If you're not, please do. If you enjoy my videos, like, thumbs up, and a favorite if you want, and share it around if you want. Anything you want, you can do. Thank you.